All right, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Karkadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Bashem, Karkadash. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders at Great Millstone, which have diligently done the work. He fed us through the spirit and power, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. We living in the last days, 2021, hastening the coming of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. And it's already seeing that, hey, this year is going to be a beautiful year, better than 2021. You know, the downfall of our enemy is a beautiful time for us, because that shows that Yahweh Shai is bringing us up, because it says a false balance is an abomination. So as he setteth down one, he bringeth up another. All right. So I just want to go into a lesson, because these times that we coming in, that we cannot forget mercy. You know, as much time as judgment is coming down and things that are happening, because, you know, why is Jake in the street? Jake right now in the world is scared because they see Esau falling, because they depend on Esau. They depend. If you see if you're on a ship, okay, if you're on a ship and your ship starts sinking, you're gonna get nervous, because that's your transport. That's what's been holding you above water. Okay, but we have to remember that the mercies of Yahweh Shem Shai is what we need to depend on and hope. We need not put our trust in man. You know, Jake might not say it. Negroes in the ghetto, thugs might not say it, but when they see Esau falling, they get nervous. You know, even though they're standing up, but they seeing the widespread confusion and carnage, they don't know what to think, because their master's falling. You know, it's like a slave living on a plantation. He don't know how to upkeep the plantation. He just, you know, serves. But if master's plantation starts falling, he just, you know, he's a servant. That's why the Lord said that we are no longer servants. He said we're friends, because he gives to us what the Father's will is. You know, that's how we've been transferred as friends, you know, as joint heirs. We're also knowing what's getting ready to happen. But 2/3 of Israel is not wanting to come back to the power. So what? They're lost now. They're lost out here. But what we need to remember is mercy. Mercy, mercy. We're in a time where mercy is going to be shown on a huge scale, because all of us, we're not deserving of this truth. We're not deserving of salvation. But through that, Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to exalt his name by saving those that are allotted, which is the elect, the 144,000 and the 130 Yasharala, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth. All right. So let's jump into this lesson. Don't forget about the mercy, or don't forget about mercy. We remember judgment, and which is, you know, something that we need to watch for, but also mercy in these last days, because our Father is known just not for his judgment. He's also known for his mercy, just like he had mercy on Yahushua. Who raised Yahushua up after 3 days? The Father raised him up. He had mercy on the Son. His mercy, the judgment for Yahushua was to go on that cross and to be the sacrificial lamb, as you read in Revelation, the 5th chapter. So as he came back up, and the Father showed him mercy by what? Pulling him out of death, pulling him out of the hell, which is just the spirit, the grave. All right, that means the spirit of Yahushua came back down onto earth and back into that body, because it went back up to the Father. It went to the Father and it presented in front of the Father as the judgment. And then what? It says we all go to the Father when we go to the spirit world. So when Yahushua went into the grave, when he went into the spirit world, he went into the Father, answered for his sins. He reconciled us back to the Father. And then what? The Father sent him back to the earth in that same body, put the spirit back in the flesh, and he became alive again. But he became the new creature of us. The spirit mixed in with flesh. He became one. He became a spiritual being, man. All right. That's why when he came back, you know, that was a spirit, the alarm. When he came back, he opened up the disciples' minds. You know, that's why it says that in the scriptures. When he walked with them and he opened, let me pull that real quick. Let me search for that while you brothers look at this. Hold on. He opened up their understanding. How was he able to do that? Because that was part of the comforter that was coming back to the elect. You know, and that's the part you're seeing now. Because what are we doing in these days? We're opening up the understanding of those that want the truth. That's why it says the truth shall set you free. if you come to this truth, hopefully, and you look at it wholly, then you'll see what's going on. It says Luke 24 and 45. It says, then opened up their, it says, let's go to 44, 24 and 44. This is Luke 24 and 44. And it says, and he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you. See, when he went, he was with us, and then he left us, went to the Father, came back, and then what? He went to the Father again after he opened up the understanding of his disciples. It says, and he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all these things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me. So David was prophesying of Yahushua. See, that shows you right there. Yahushua was always being prophesied and always anticipated on. This is Luke 24 and 45. It says, then opened he their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures. So before then, they didn't have a full understanding, but Yahushua opened up their minds to the truth, the fullness. It says, and he said unto them, thus it is written, and thus it behooves Mashiach to suffer and to rise from the dead the third day. So it was much needed that that it must be done. If you read the New International Version, it says he told them, this is what is written: the Messiah must suffer and rise from the dead on the third day. All right, and we're being raised up also, man. That's what we were dead, but we've been raised and brought back to life. If you read Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, you see that we are the dry bones. All right, so let's jump into this mercy, man. And I'm just gonna go through the precepts, and like it says, we'll stay on some longer than others, but I just want to hit mercy, man. Because if we forget mercy, then the battle is lost. Because we have no hope without mercy. Because none of us by our works are enough. It says our righteousness is as filthy rags. So what are we hoping on? We're not hoping on the salvation for our work's sake. We're hoping on the salvation for mercy's sake. That we be allotted in Yahushua's great number to be saved, man. That's what Yahushua said, them that thou hast given me. Because the Father has allotted Yahushua a certain amount to save and a certain amount to judge, man. You know? And this is Lamentations 3 and verse 23. It says, let's go to verse 21. Lamentations 3 and verse 21. It says, this I call to your mind, therefore have I hope. See? We're calling to your minds and letting you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that you have hope. You have a savior. This is not your end. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahshua did not do this for your destruction. He did it to build you up. So we are being brought back to the Father by way of reconciliation, which is Yahushua's blood, man. All right? And it says, this I call to my mind, therefore have I hope. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed. So just like I did a video about camouflage, it's the same thing. It's the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed. It says, because his compassion fail not. And what's his compassion? You know, what is the Lord's compassion? That's what we got to look at. Let's dive into that. We got to look up what the word. That's why these other groups that don't go into words, they just see it and then that's it. Face value, compassion. Then you try to tie it in what the world thinks, man. No, it's not what the world thinks. It's not that type of compassion. Let's look up what the actual word is. It's rakum. All right. The word there is rakum. Yep, compassion. Let's look up what the root word is. The root word there is to love, love deeply, have mercy, have compassionate, have tender affection, have compassion, to love, to have compassion, be compassionate. So the Lord is loving us, man. Tender mercy. It says, but the tender mercy of the wicked are cruel. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua's mercy is truly tender, man. Because he's actually showing us that the compassion he has for us is never failing, man. It says love deeply. So that's what the Lord's saying, that he loves us deeply. It's not like, oh, he just, looks at us like, oh yeah, these people I gotta save and glorify myself. No, he said his compassion. It says because his love of deep, the Most High is love, man. That's why he tries to tell us to love. He tries to, love is the most powerful thing you can have, man. Love, it trumps, man. That's why it says love. Just like if you love your brother just like yourself, look how many sins you avoid because you love, but you got to know how love is. You got to know what love is. The Father's love is not the love of the world. You can't compare Yahweh Shem Yahshua's love to the love of the world and say that, oh yeah, this is like your parents' love. That's not love, man. That's bullshit. Okay? Your parents' love and the love we have today is not love. Your parents didn't know how to love themselves. So they didn't know how to love you properly. Some parents, especially Israelite parents, they were broken and cursed. Some of us better be happy our parents even kept us and raised us, man. Because the Deuteronomy 28 chapter says that we shall have broken homes. Our fathers will leave, our mothers won't care for us like that. So these were promises from the Father. So if we had a somewhat decent type of home, that was a blessing. But a lot of us didn't have that full love of what love is. We're only learning love now by the redemption of Yahweh Shem Yahshua's spirit, man. Okay? And it says, compassion fail not. That is love. His tender love fails not. Verse 23. They are new every morning. So his mercy comes in there. That's why it says, when men slumbereth upon their bed, he sealeth their instructions. So the Lord's mercy is renewed every morning. So when you wake up, the Lord got a whole new batch of mercy for you. Every morning. That's wild, man. That's why you sin your sins of that day. That's why it says, let not thy sins weigh thee down, man. Because the Lord's mercy renews every morning. On the dot, never fails. The Lord ain't never missed a day of renewing mercy, man. It says, great is thy faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, saith my soul. That's not the flesh. The flesh isn't saying the Lord is his portion. The flesh worries about the flesh. The flesh worries about carnal things, food, eating, warmth. Those are what the flesh worries about to try to keep it alive. But the spirit worries about what to keep the Father happy. That's why it says the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The flesh doesn't see beyond its own means. It doesn't know anything else. That's why the spirit takes over, man. The spirit is what pushes this truth. The spirit can't, like it says, you can't depend, just because somebody knows a lot of scriptures or this. Remember, just like the pastors in the church, they memorize scriptures all day by their flesh, not by their spirit, though. Their spirit isn't the ones that's pushing that word. It's their flesh of memorizing and fandangling the word to make money, man. All right. Let's jump to some of these precepts. This is the book of Psalms 30 and verse 5. I'm gonna try to go through these precepts. It says, for his anger endureth but a moment. So the Father's only angry with us for a moment. In his favor is life. And that's what you see. Just like you see in Ezekiel 37, he said he breathed breath into them and they lived. And the breath is the true understanding of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that's coming from Yahweh Shem Yahshua. All right, also known as the Comforter. It says, in his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, just like it says the morning star. Yahweh Shai is known as the morning star. All right, that's that office. So he's coming down, and that's the noon. When the sun comes up, that's Yahweh Shai. That's the new kingdom. That's when our day is gonna come. All right. The night of Esau is now. They would say the night is far spent. Let me get that real quick. I'm just gonna pull it up right here. That's what we got to be in the mindset of, man. This place is almost over. It don't matter how many times. Like that's like being in the club, and you having a good old time in the club. You dancing with a nice pretty thing, and everything's moving nice. The drinks are on the house. You don't want to leave that thing. So you trying to have that party go on. No, it don't matter how tight the night is or how much, because that's what Jake want. They want to keep the night. They want to keep the night and party in this kingdom of death, man. But the Father's saying it's over with. Just like when you in this, like it says, in a nightclub and you having the best night, In the bartender say last call, it's over with. Don't matter how much you want to keep partying and let that night go, it's over with. It says what? It's far spent. It's done. So now what? The Lord is gonna close shop on this place, and the sun's going. You might leave the club and go eat something or do something, but at the end of the day, the night is gonna be over and the sun is gonna rise, man. No matter how kicking it you do. So it don't matter what wickedness Esau has, the night is almost over. This is Rome. Let me pull it up here. This is Romans 13 and 12. This is Romans 13 and verse 12. It says the night is far spent. It means it's done, man. It's over with. That means the kicking it is over with. Esau's time is done, man. All right, let's go. It says far spent. Let's see what the word spent means. The word spent means to beat forward, lengthen out by hammering, to promote forward further, to go forward, advance, proceed. The night is far spent, to increase, make progress. So it's done. The progress is the building up of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect. And now it's time for the sun to shine, man. And Yahushua is going to be the main cataclysm to that. Yeah, that's $1,000. That's it. That's the $1,000 word for the day. Cataclysm. You know, he's gonna be the main symbol of that sun rising, man. All right, and that's what we should hope for. We shouldn't hope for E to go on, man. It's over with for him. He's done what he needed to do. It says, let's read it again. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. See? Because this thing is over with. Why would you worry about a society that's getting ready to be judged, man? It's over. It says back in Psalms 30 and 5, for his anger endureth but a moment, in his favor is light. Weeping may endure for a night. That's why it says just in Romans. But it says, but joy cometh in the morning. And what morning is that? The morning star, the day star, Yahushua. It says, and in our prosperity, I said, I shall never be moved. Let's jump. That's it on that. I'm going to get a couple more precepts. This is Isaiah 33 and 2. Oh, man, my fault. Isaiah 33 and 2. I started 1. This is Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe to thee that spoileth, and thou was not spoiled, and dealeth treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. So the Lord gonna pay this man back, because he, at the end of the day, the Father judged us, but Esau did not judge rightly, man. It says, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. O Lord, be gracious unto us. We have waited for thee. Be thou their arm every morning. So just like I read in Lamentations, the Father is our strength every morning. We wake up and the Lord gives you the ability to be alive. Then that's what you see, man. It says our salvation also in time of trouble. At the noise of the trumpet, the people fled, and at the lifting up of thyself, the nations were scattered. So just like the Lord rose up with us and scattered these nations in the time of Exodus, all right, in the time we're coming today, the Lord is going to put these nations below our feet, man. And these nations have all types of weapons that can destroy us. So that's why spiritual power is going to be, that's going to be our force, man. We're not going to, that's why it says we shall break chariot and rider, man. The Father ain't going to give us no militia arms and tanks and planes. No, we're going to be the weapons. It says I should make the creature my weapon, man. I should make you a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth, man. That's what we waiting on. The mercies of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Spiritual power is mercy also. With that, I'm going to give all praise and honor unto Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Karkwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahshai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahshai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahshai, Bashim Karkwadash. Shalom, Akim. As always, keep faith. Till the next time. Shalom, shalom.